Stick around, because as usual, we're going to talk about things these other boxing channels don't. Okay, by now I think we're all aware of the problem that is Thomas Hearns. If you hold still for him and let him put you on the end of his left hand, he was going to knock you out, as we were to see over and over again over the coming years. Because of his height, reach, and power, and the Kronk strategies, Hearns blew a lot of good fighters out in the early rounds before they could even get going. If you let Thomas Hearns establish ring generalship, and by that I mean fight at his gap, you're done. So now the problem becomes how to establish ring generalship against Hearns. When I tell you boxing is a thinking man's sport, I'm serious. There were some very smart people working on these problems. Georgia used to say, everybody looking at boxing, all eyes on the big fight, but not many of them can see. Gotta think about not only the correct tactics, correct application of the fundamentals, but also the psychology of training a fighter to face a superior opponent. Eddie Futch and Archie Moore both lived in California in the 50s and early 60s, and Eddie had had a chance to study Moore, and he used elements of Moore's defense out and check his jab and make him pull it back and change his rhythm, and then you're going to try to interfere with his right hand. Preparations for this fight were informed by two previous fights, the first being Eddie Futch's attempt at Jimmy Paul's title, in which you can see Cubanito Perez using these same tactics, and then the first Leonard Hearns fight, which had just happened prior to this fight.
I think Leonard has to fight a desperate fight. Good right hand. Hearns was hurt again. Hearns was hurt. He's trying to hold on.
So look here, I was nothing more than a gym hang-around at Joe Frazier's gym. I wasn't no hero, but I was friends with Georgie Benton, and I was enough of a hang-around to know that there was inside knowledge, but I was not an insider, so I did not know what that knowledge was or how they were getting it. Never mind what the scales at the weigh-in said. What they wanted to know was how much did Hearns weigh past the 10th round. Might have lost 8 to 10 pounds by the 10th round, so by the 14th round, there was just absolutely nothing left. Next time, we're going to talk about Ernie Singletary's defense and the application of the tactics to the Hearns fight.